Hey guys, and welcome to another Visual Basic video tutorial. In this video, we are going to create a small little project where we can upload images to our database and scroll through our images. Now this is a real basic way. It's the only way I actually learned how to do, and I learned how to do that just by playing around with it, I guess. So I'm going to create a new project. I'm going to call it Upload Images. I'm using Visual Basic 2008. Okay, once our project's created, I'll go ahead and go into our Solution Explorer, and we're going to add a database. It's going to be a service-based database, and I'll just call it Images. Now there's probably going to be more security that you're going to want to add into this. Not sure if this is the right way of doing it, but it's the only way that I've figured out how to do it, and that's what I'm showing you guys. So if you guys can figure out a way to implement more security into it, then I think you'll pretty much be good to go. Okay, so in our Database Explorer, I'm just going to expand our database that we just created. Right click on Tables, and we're going to add a new table. It's only going to be 3 fields. The first one will be image ID. Okay, type integer. You guys are probably familiar with creating tables. Create another one called caption. Make it a varchar. And the last one will be image, and that'll be an image type. Okay, so now I'm just going to name our table. Let's call it Upload Images. And I'll go ahead and I'll save it. Okay, so now that we're done that, we can go into our data source and we can add our new data source. Let's choose our database from the drop down. Click next. And I'll choose my tables. Okay, so now our data source has been added. Now, one thing to note is if you choose Details View and you expand the list here, you'll see that there's no control that's been added to the image field. Now, I'm not sure exactly why that is. So what we're going to do is we're going to change this to be a picture box control. Now, if you don't have, well, you probably won't have the picture box control. So you can just go into Customize, and from the list, you can go down here and check off picture box and click OK. So we're going to choose our picture box control, and now we can just go ahead, drag that out onto our form. Yeah, I'm just going to remove the image ID field because we don't really need that. And I'm just going to organize my form a little bit. And I'm going to change the size of the image. Maybe I'll make it something like that. So we'll go into our properties, grab our size, copy it, and we're going to paste it into our minimum size as well as maximum size property. And maybe I will add a border style. Yeah, sure, we'll leave that fixed single, I guess. Okay, so now we're going to go into our toolbox. I actually could have created this as a new field in our database. Don't ask me why I didn't, because I have no idea. Just going to stretch that out, and then we're going to drag a button. It's going to be our browse button. And I'm just going to name it browse. And the next thing we need is a open file dialog. So you can just go ahead, drag that out onto our form. And I'm just going to remove the file name. I'm actually just going to drag this down just a little bit. And I'm going to grab a label control and put in choose image. And for this text field, I'll make it not enabled just because I don't want to, I guess. Okay, so now we got our controls added. Now we can double click on our browse button, and in our button click event we'll type in open file dialog one.show show dialog. And the next thing we're going to do is text box 1, which is a text box that we grabbed from the toolbox. So dot text equals open file dialog 1 dot file name. And then we can go our caption text box dot text equals open file dialog 1 dot save file name. Now the difference between file name and save file name is the file name will display the complete path to the image as well as the image, whereas the save file name will display the name of the image along with the extension. Okay, so now the next thing we're going to do is go image picture box dot image equals image dot from file, and it's going to read the path from our text box control. So I don't know, the image will be, well, we're going to get the image from the file, and it's going to look at the text box for the path of the image and display that image. Now if the image isn't in there, or you move the image, then it probably won't be displayed. Okay, so now I'm just going to double click on our save button here, because we're going to want to clear the path from the text box once we save our image. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Let's go ahead, let's run our form, and let's see what we got. Okay, so I'm going to add a new record. Click the browse. And I'm just going to go to a picture. Got a picture here. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to do. Let's go back here. Need to change the size mode from normal to stretch image, so it matches the size of the so the image scales down to the size of the picture box control. Okay, so I'm going to add a new record. I'm going to browse for a picture. Click open, and you can see that our image is here as well as our caption. Let's go ahead, I'll save that. And I will add one more. Grab this one, and we'll go ahead, we'll click save. And so now you can see here that if you scroll through our records, we'll see the images that we uploaded. You can change the caption, save it, go to our next record, thumbs up pose, save, and you can see that our caption is being saved as well as our images. So that's a real quick way of creating a database type program that allows you to upload images and store them into your database, as well as um, being able to scroll through your records and view the images. So thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions, make sure they're not hard questions about this, because I don't know much about them. But send some questions to me anyways, private message, and don't forget to comment on this video. Thank you for watching.